and the All Indiana Podcast Network. This is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update.
Hello, I'm Jeremy Jenkins, and this is your News 8 Daily 8 Podcast for Thursday, September 26th. We begin with an update to the push to put the brakes on spinning and reckless driving in Indianapolis. Last night, the City County Council's Public Safety Committee unanimously recommended that the full council pass the bill, even though some critics say the penalties aren't strict enough. If passed, the measure would allow IMPD to fine participants and promoters of spinning events. $250 would be that fine, while spectators could be fined $100. The full council will take up the proposal at its October 7th meeting. In other news, hundreds of schools are celebrating near-perfect scores on the state's reading test. The program that's been helping is called Literacy Cadre. It involves teaching kids phonemic awareness and vocabulary. Literacy coaches also help teachers show students the science of reading strategies.
We've had 3 years of moving the needle. We saw a return on investment with the Indiana Literacy Cadre, which significantly moved the needle for teachers who had that level of support.
The State Department of Education says Literacy Cadre schools improved their iRead scores by an average of 2.5%. In other news, Indianapolis Animal Care Services has a new plan to help manage the cats and dogs it's taking care of. The shelter is on emergency intake only, meaning they are not allowing people to simply drop off unwanted pets, at least for now. Agency leaders say animals are being kept in the agency's offices, hallways, and other free spots. They say it's causing employee burnout and impacting animal care.
It's just not feasible for our staff to keep up with that. And honestly, it's really not that great for our animals to be in these crates. We want them in kennels.
IACS encourages anyone interested in adopting to visit the shelter daily between 10 a.m. and 5:30 p.m. On to sports now. It's a wrap for the Fever. The team fought but fell in Game 2 of their first-round playoff series against the Sun. Caitlin Clark tried to help the team come back from a deficit with a 3 in the fourth quarter. She had 25 points on the night, but it wasn't enough. The Connecticut Sun beat the Fever 87-81 to win the series 2-0. And back home in the Circle City, we're getting ready for another week of high school football. Sports Director Anthony Calhoun has more.
Coming up tonight on the Zone Extra, our athlete of the week, averaging 2 goals per game and is one of the top strikers in the state. Meet Cathedral Soccer senior Cal Kurzawa. Plus, you won't want to miss our latest edition of Ask the Commissioner with Paul Neidig of the IHSAA. And in the Coach's Corner, well, his Bulldogs are having a great season on the football field. Don't miss our conversation with longtime LaBelle football coach Tim Miller. All that and more is coming your way tonight on the Zone Extra at 7 o'clock right here on Wish TV.
Let's talk weather now. Storm Track 8 says we could be dealing with the remnants of Helene pretty soon. Meteorologist Tara Hastings has your News 8 Daily 8 forecast.
You step out the door, we've got some clear skies out there, but later tonight we'll begin to see some rain chances, and those rain chances ramp up for your Friday, and also the wind too. We'll have much more on that. But first, let's get you out the door this morning. We are seeing a little bit of cloud cover, 60 degrees right now in Indianapolis. North-northeast winds at 9 miles per hour, and the dew point value is still pretty low, so comfortable as you step out the door this morning. We're into the 50s currently in South Bend at 53, 54 in Muncie, 57 in Richmond. So the warm spot, Indianapolis, Lafayette at 60, along with Evansville. Today, we're going to notice our cloud cover really begin to increase later, especially this afternoon and into the evening hours, as what's left of Hurricane Helene gets a little bit closer to our region. In the meantime, I do think we'll see some sunshine today, at least for the first part of the day. We'll get up to about 72 degrees at lunchtime with a partly cloudy sky and then mostly cloudy conditions for your drive home tonight. 77 later this afternoon in Bloomington and French Lick, also in Lafayette. 76 in Kokomo, 75 in Indianapolis, and maybe right around 81 degrees in Evansville. We can definitely use the rain, and I think we're going to get some of it here. here. Some locations may see a really good drink. Other locations may miss out, but definitely rain chances beginning overnight tonight and especially into your Friday and also into the weekend. We'll talk about our rain chances and also the really gusty winds we are going to see on Friday as well, all in my detailed forecast.
To get a peek at Tara's detailed forecast, just head over to wishtv.com, or you can download the Wish TV Storm Track 8 app. And don't forget to check out our Storm Track 8 weather blogs. We wrap things up on a lighter note. Students at Greenville Central Community Schools will soon get to make some furry friends. 5 to be exact. News 8's Hernan Gutierrez reports.
The school district needs money to keep the therapy dog program Paws of GC running. The 5 pups being trained this year will join 2 other fully trained therapy dogs. But this type of training isn't cheap. The National Service Animal Registry says fully training a therapy dog could cost up to $35,000. Chris Sullivan's 2 therapy dogs, Kai and Caden, started helping students at Greenfield Central High School feel better coming out of the COVID-19 pandemic. They were given a 90-day tryout at the school, but Sullivan says the calming canines only needed 30.
They own the school. The staff, the students, 100% embrace them from day one. The teachers love to have them in their classroom.
Earlier this year, Paws of GC welcomed in 4 Aussie Doodles. Logan, Augie, Frank, and Dougie, all littermates. And Sully, an excited mutt. Thanks to a grant, they have the money to train them for a year, but need more for the additional costs that come with owning a dog. The district's health services director is asking the community to step in.
The dogs can help students remain in the classroom, and the better educated our students are, the healthier our community is.
The puppies are already in schools getting used to being around groups of people. Some of the students help by taking them out during the day and practicing commands.
Where's Frank? Asking where Frank is, and everyone just wants to pet him. At the end of the day, it doesn't really distract anyone. Just a good mood booster.
You know, seeing Aggie, it kind of just, it brought a smile. And during that day, I was having a bad day. So these dogs do have a positive impact on my everyday life.
Their owners take the pups to class every Monday after school. In these early months, they focus on the basics before they can formally start their therapy training. Trainer Christy Upton says it takes thousands of hours to certify a therapy dog.
They have to be solid in their obedience, they have to be solid in their character, and they actually have to prove that they can perform in a therapeutic setting.
All 5 pups were adopted by district staff like Dr. Kevin Rowe. He takes Dougie with him as he serves students in different buildings. The school psychologist says Dougie is already up to the task.
He has done a great job in the classes that he's taken so far. Sometimes just walking through the hallway, we want to stop at every single classroom.
Paws of GC had been planning a fundraiser for the program, but had to cancel it at the last minute. They're taking donations, though. You can donate directly to the Greenfield Central School District office with a note saying it's for Paws of GC. Reporting in the newsroom, I'm Hernan Gutierrez for Wish TV, wishtv.com, or follow us on Facebook for updates.
This has been your News 8 Daily 8 podcast for Thursday, September 26th. I'm Jeremy Jenkins for Wish TV, wishtv.com, or follow us on Facebook for updates.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update on demand. For even more, on demand and on the go, connect with Wish TV on Facebook at wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening, and be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.